Okay, just a little update, another update for day 14. Um, okay, so we're connecting with our eternity sphere. Um, our eternal astral body, the sleeping giant, and that. And you ought to be feeling your power building up, all the time, all throughout this whole day. Especially once you've got the, well, obviously, as soon as you've got the knowledge for this day's lesson, you after an hour or so of if you getting the work done and thinking about it and getting it all in your mind like sorted out, you should start feeling your power building up. But as that happens, you've also got to be prepared for the matrix tricks. Because as your power builds up, they're going to make you try and make you feel overconfident and stuff, and just use your imagination because they will try every trick they can think of to try and mess you up. So as your power's building up, it's like the bait for them is getting bigger and bigger and more juicier and juicier. So just bear that in mind. As your power's getting up, you've got to put more work in to protect it, in a sense. Or there is a positive side to this. That as your power builds up, it will be harder for them to actually confront you, because the more power you've got, the more awareness you've got, the more you can sense them what's going on, and that's why they. This is one of the reasons I'm putting so much. Like I'm doing all these updates and stuff, and there's a lot of work going into the first 10 days, because you've got to get past a certain point where you build up your power to a point where it becomes too big for the agents to deal with. And they can't deal with it. It's too big, too much for them to deal with, and that's the point where you can really start getting the ball, the ball moving, and so there's a serious, really important aspect to this, where you've got to understand that they're going to try various ways to, and when I say various, I mean I don't know what ways they would choose, because everybody's different. They've got their own. I know what ways they use to try and upset me, but because everybody's different, they probably use different methods to upset you. So you've got to work it out for yourself what methods they're using and find ways to stop them, to counteract it, or to stop them from being able to affect you. And I don't know how you're going to be able to do this. I've got no clue. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're about. I'm just telling you how it goes for me, and so I can only imagine what it must be like for you. And it's going to be something similar, but it's probably going to be different, or even very different. But it's going to have the same effect. They're trying to stop you. Stop you building up your well-being. So you should be able to feel it. If there's anything going on, you can feel it in your aura. Now, the reason I made this video is because I could start feeling this well-being building up in my aura, right? And in my in my body and that. Um, I instinctively know what they're doing. When I start getting this certain feelings in my body that are like extra, I feel extra good, right? And it's like I shouldn't be feeling extra good. I should just be feeling good. So when I start feeling extra good, I believe, this is what I believe, right? The agents are trying to, because I haven't been in this process before. I've come up virtually up to this point before, but now I'm really breaking new ground. So I'm having to sort of like, you know, play it by ear. But what I'm assuming is happening now, because this is potentially happened before to me, is that they're trying to feed me. They're doing it more subtly this time. They're feeding me this extra good energy, trying to sort of like, gradually feed it into my system, so that again, I feel overconfident, and that is a trick that they use, So what you have to do is you have to, if this sort of thing is happening to you as well as me, what you have to do is you have to absorb that good feeling, and then galvanize your mind and be absolutely fucking determined to believe that they have done that deliberately, right? And you've taken the bait, but you're going to keep the bait, but you're not going to fall into the trap. The trap is that you're going to feel all extra confident, and you're going to go outside and like make yourself open to agents because you feel overconfident, and you're not going to be protecting yourself, and so they're going to be able to sort of take you down, right? And totally wreck all the work that you've done so far, and make you have to start again. But maybe, you know, they've got a huge amount of bonus, because if they can cut you off now at this crucial point, they're going to get a huge amount of all this energy that you've built up. They're going to get that, and they wouldn't have got that before, because otherwise, if you hadn't done this path, you would not have built up loads of energy, you know. So now they're trying the subtle techniques. They're using subtlety to try and sort of like gradually, slowly, without you realizing, building up your confidence to the point where you're overconfident, and you go outside and you haven't got your guard up, and someone will come along and fucking just totally give you the evil eye or something, and just totally fuck it all up for you, you know. And that way they're getting a maximum amount of energy from you, because you put a huge amount of work in, all this work, you know. And even if you've managed to like knock out a few agents, you know, what they're thinking is that they can like take all the energy back and more, and also like totally, you know, knock you back. They're trying to kill two birds with one stone, and the way they're going to do it is to try and gradually feed you good energy and make you feel overconfident. That's their best trick that they've got at the moment. That's what I believe. So when they be prepared for it. Again, I'm talking about expect what's going to happen. When they feed you this good energy, take the good energy, incorporate it into yourself, build yourself up, use it to build yourself up, and put your walls down, put your walls of protection down solid, you know. And that will send out the message that you know exactly what they're up to, and they haven't got a fucking chance. They've got no fucking chance of getting it on top of you at all. You know, every little trick they've got, you're already prepared. You're just going to use it to build yourself up and weaken them. And you know, we're going to carry on through the rest of this next 12 or 13 days, 14 days, to carry on this process of like extracting all the energy from them that we can, and build and incorporate it into our snowball of well-being, and not falling into any of their traps, and just sucking all the life out of the matrix, and making it into our life, so that we, you know, are all powerful, and the matrix is like lost all its power, and it's just like a little fucking, like a little mouse trap. But we're like an elephant, you know. An elephant can't be hampered by a mousetrap. It's ineffective. You can't catch an elephant with a mousetrap. It's completely stupid, and that's what the Matrix is going to become. This is what this video is about. We're about turning the Matrix, right, into a mousetrap, and ourselves into an elephant. So it's not possible for us to be captured by the Matrix anymore. You know, we're far too big. We've got far too much power, and the Matrix can't deal with that amount of power and that amount of awareness. So we're crushing it under feet. You know, this is a jigsaw for you to put together. This video. Put the jigsaw together.